I was teasing before we went to commercial break. Urban Meyer, who's an analyst for Fox, their big noon kickoff, and he thinks the NFL should suspend Jim Harbaugh. Here is Urban Meyer.
There's an elephant in the room here, boys, though, that no one's talking about. When Jim Tressel was fired at Ohio State and he was given a suspension, Roger Goodell, commissioner of the National Football League, came out and said that we're going to honor that suspension. And you remember he went to the Indianapolis Colts to work in the replay room or something. The Colts, because of the respect they had for the NCAA and the suspension, do you realize suspended Jim Tressel? So he was unable to perform his duties for the first 6 games of the year for the Indianapolis Colts. I think we all know the answer.
Yeah.
Any chance that Roger Goodell and the NFL? Of course not.
Okay. And he's right. That happened in 2011. That was on the Triple Option podcast. But now the first thing you're going to think of is, well, that's a former Ohio State coach talking about a Michigan coach. But he is correct. And remember Terrell Pryor? They were involved in the tattoo gate where they were trading in some of their Ohio State gear to get tattoos. I don't think Roger Goodell is going to address this. I mean, he should address it. But right now, no comment from the NFL. But there is precedent, and they created precedent. Now what do? They at least have to announce that they're not suspending Jim Harbaugh, and here's why. I think you owe that to what happened to Terrell Pryor and Jim Tressel. And granted, it seems like it was eons ago. It was 2011. But you did establish precedents. Yeah, Paulie.
Yeah, Urban Meyer does have his facts right on this. This was 2011. Roger Goodell said he agreed with the Colts' decision to suspend Jim Tressel for the first 6 games as a replay assistant, not like a head coach or an assistant coach. And he was followed up by asking, would you guys have suspended him if the Colts didn't? He said basically yes. And he agreed that it's part of the NFL's policy to enforce NCAA rules.
Well, he got a 10-year show cause. What exactly does that mean? Because Jim Tressel lost his job at Ohio State. And then the Colts hired him he kind of worked in their replay room. He was a replay assistant. And he got fired, or he got suspended for 6 games after getting fired at Ohio State. But I would like, if the commissioner is in front of the media or he's on a radio show, TV show, to just ask. Just say, hey, Urban Meyer brought this up, and there is precedent. Will Jim Harbaugh be suspended? And there might be language here, and that they can get around this, because he wasn't suspended. Well, he was suspended at Michigan, but for this, he's not still there, and then leaving to go to the NFL. He left before the penalties, were handed down. Yes, Todd.
Getting a little itch to send a little note to the NFL about this. What do you think?
No. It doesn't matter anymore.
What? What do you mean it doesn't matter anymore?
It's a better story if the commissioner doesn't come on. I mean, we've gone down this road for 10 years now. I mean, we can get maybe a response to the story.
There we go.
How about that?
That seems reasonable.
Hate to bother you. We're not asking for the commissioner. Could you give us a comment from the league office on what Urban Meyer had to say about suspending Jim Harbaugh? But, do it in your flowery way and be very nice.
We always play nice.
Yeah, of course you do. Yes, Paul.
Historically, Todd has always received an answer to his emails, no matter how out of place the question may be. Yeah. I think we're going to get non-response on this one.
Oh, you think they go radio silent?
I would. If I were them, I'd go radio silent on this one.
We're just getting ready for the season. Thank you, Todd. Appreciate you.
Does that count as a response?
We're on to week 1.
We're on to Cowboys Eagles. Yeah. All right. Well, Urban Meyer's correct. I just hope that people don't look at this from a Ohio State versus Michigan angle and look at it as Urban is telling you what happened in 2011. Is that applicable to Jim Harbaugh, and should he be suspended? I'd just like to hear whatever language they use or whatever they're drawing up. I'm curious about that.